Hello everyone, welcome to another of our Aceler events. I hope you are all well. As you know, today we will discuss a little bit about innovation in food and wine industry applied to the tourism sector, of course. And it will be really a pleasure. We have a great panel of guests here to discuss that with us. But before we start, I would just wanted to remind you that this event is being hosted by Aceleratech, and we are organizing this huge international acceleration program. So if you have a project related with the tourism industry, or if you think that somehow your startup can help the tourism industry, just apply at aceleratechinportugal.com. Because it will be really nice to have you with us. And I would also like to remind you that every Wednesday at 4 p.m. GMT until the end of the applications, we will host these sessions and we will discuss different kind of opportunities that Portugal have for you as an international startup, okay? But that's not, you are not here to listen to me today. You are here to hear from our guests what kind of opportunities and what kind of innovation can appear in the food and in the wine industry. And in order to do it, I will invite Chef António Loureiro, Marisa Ribeirinho, and Chef Thomas Egger to join us. You will notice probably that we have a small change on our panel. Eve will not able to join us, and Milton will join us later because he had a small problem in his restaurant. But I think that we have a great panel here to discuss this kind of opportunities. And for the ones that don't know her, Marisa wasn't announced, but will join us also. She's an entrepreneur in the food industry here in Portugal. She's one of the winners of our contest of the Acredita Portugal, Montepio Acredita Portugal contest in from some years ago. But okay, first things first. Before we start, I would like to invite you, each one of you, to talk to us, to tell us a little bit more about your history, about your experience in the food industry and the tourism sector here in Portugal. Maybe Antonio, maybe you could start. What do you think?
With me.
Yeah, Antonio,
Hello,
be my guest.
hello, everybody. It's a pleasure for me being here in this uh, event. Um, well, my name is Antonio. I'm from Guimarães, and I have a restaurant, uh, a small, big restaurant, like I used to say. Uh, it's a restaurant in the historical center of the city, and the restaurant have a strong identity in relation to our gastronomic culture. Um, Also, we have a great identity and sustainability. For us, are the fundamental pillars of this project. We have a waste near zero, and since the first day, we have a discipline to make the restaurant sustainable. And in 2018, we have award from Green Key International, and in the same year we have also win a Michelin star. So for us, our inspiration, it was the Portuguese cuisine with, of course, a contemporary approach. Uh, However, the products, the recipes, and our gastronomic culture are our great inspiration for this project. Uh, and I'm very happy to share with you, with everybody, our my experience in the business and my experience also in the industry of food and beverage.
Really nice. It's really nice to hear from you, and especially the part that you told that you have zero waste. It's really nice to hear that also, because I think it's really important. But we will come back to it. Maybe Thomas, do you want to tell us a little bit more about your project?
Hello, hello. Very nice to
Hello,
see you.
Thomas.
Nice greetings here from Taguaste, from the Douro Valley. My name is Thomas Egger. I'm from Austria. I was born in Tyrol, in Kitzbühel, and I'm from the ski area. But my wife is from this region, from Portugal, and we decided to make a restaurant 18 years ago here in the Douro Valley. Now we are here, and this year, the 2020, we still make a new project with a small boutique hotel. It calls Casa dos Ruiz, and we opened and we closed it about 1 month then because the COVID. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a nice present, but we we are we are sharing it. My biggest project was the restaurant, and I am a green chef. I'm the only green chef in Portugal. I make all my products are from here, from this region. I'm working with the small farmers from this region. I have my own production with olive oil, with wines from this region, with my trademark, Chef Thomas Egger. And the newest project was the new project with Portugal Elements. It's my trademark also. And with Portugal Elements, I go to all of Europe to bring my products all of in very good restaurants and hotels in Austria now and in Germany. And I still waiting to get in the other countries, but now it's not easy because the traveling and all. We will see next year. Another project was what we have here in my company. It's with Cock Stoppers. I'm working with a cock company in Austria, and we are now number one in the very high class cocks with the best wineries from Austria. We have the best wineries are working with me. Yes, and when I'm not in the kitchen, I'm cooking at home or at Casa dos Ruiz, and with my family now because now we have time.
Yeah, I think that's one of the problems right now. It's that we
Yes.
have too much time free, right? Now that after COVID, I think that
Yes,
that's
and I will say on the one thing more. My family is from a hotel family in Austria. We
yeah.
have 4 hotels, 5-star hotels in Tyrol, and I make the school, the hotel school. It was in Innsbruck. What I make the same school. It was Hans Neuner, my friend in Algarve. He was in this school also. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
complete.
really nice. Marisa, do you want to tell us a little bit more about your experience in this industry?
Yeah, sure. So good afternoon for all, hi to everyone, and thank you very much for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here and to share with a nice friends and nice people that we share our knowledge. In the last years, I was a research, and I create. A new line in academic is a line of food. I call it green salt, and I use a plant from the coast, Portugal coast, for to use in our kitchens instead of the salt. This plant is we called salicornia, and after that, I'm finished the lab work, and I'm writing my PhD thesis. Uh, and at the same time, I'm food consultant and I'm teacher, and I teach innovation food in one high academic school for master students. And I really like to create new projects, and I really love to help a lot of people in agri-food world. So I'm feeling really good for to share to everyone, and I'm here for to answer the questions. So thank you.
Welcome, Marisa. Thank you very much. So now we know a little bit more about you, but I think that the first great question I would like to ask you, um, it's why Portugal? It's like, we have a lot of projects from outside of Portugal that are watching this webinar, and they are thinking about where they should start their projects. Some of them have projects that could help the food, the restaurants, the hotels, that could help the tourism itself, and you could help business like yours. Why do you think that somehow someone from outside of Portugal that wants to start a company or start a new startup should start here in Portugal and not in any other country? Maybe Thomas could start, because Thomas have done that.
I make
Yeah.
it really.
I think, okay, you married a Portuguese woman. It's a
Yes,
different kind of approach,
it's
but
different. But it was very very close this my question, because when I came to Portugal, it was very we doesn't have nothing here in the Douro Valley, and I was one of the first restaurants here in the Douro Valley, and they make things. They say, oh, "What's this? What's this? This is crazy. It's not for this region." And I say, "Okay, we will see." But when you are working here in Portugal, and I make it now for 18 years, you see first this region, the Douro Valley, is very nice because we have the small quintas, the small wineries, and I have a project with, it's called Cooking Douro, and I go to the vineyards, to the quintas, and I make the food there in the quinta for 2 or 3 people. It's very exclusive, but it's a very nice project, and we make it very close to the wineries, and the wineries come to me, and yes, I think this idea is very very good, and Portugal is very open for these ideas now.
yeah. And why do you think that it should be like? What is different in Portugal from, for example, from Germany or from Australia?
Yes,
I'm
I like
not saying that we
Portugal.
are better, but why do
No,
you
no,
think
no,
that?
no, 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 no. But I'm here now for 18 years, and it's like family here, really. It's in a small town. I'm in a small town, really. It's not Porto, it's not Lisbon, but I feel like home here. And the people in the north, I speak about the north now. Yeah? They are more, yes, you are welcome. And with new projects here, you have very good students and very good schools. And when you make the link with these schools, and do you speak with young, interesting men and women to see new projects?
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah,
Why
yeah,
not?
yeah,
You have all open here, yeah? And
yeah,
Portugal is very open for this, and I say it because for me it was this way, and it was not easy, but now it's very easy for me, and I understand the people here. Yeah.
yeah. Sure. It's a first-hand experience. It's nice to hear that.
Yeah.
Antonio, why do you think that Portugal it's a good place to start a new project in this field?
Well, in my point of view, Portugal is not a big country; it's a small country. But the great opportunities or business opportunities will pass to innovate the projects in different areas of activity. And I, maybe I will explain this like this. Um, we can see in the last few years the tourism in Portugal has had a very big growth with a great impact in our economy.
Yeah,
And this happening because we have a huge mobility facility, and that made us change our habits. We can cross the country in 6 hours. It's not a country. But I guess uh, right now this growth that we have disappear, and I think the new opportunities will arise in different areas of the country, uh, giving, I guess, preference to the interior of the country and small towns
yeah,
in the treatment of the coast and the big cities. Um, I guess right now the people start looking more and more for exclusive places and with exclusive service,
Yeah, sure.
uh, like nature tourism, farm tourism, or rural tourism, and of course the vineyard tourism. But also a lot of small and very interesting new business, but I guess more in the interior of the country, in the treatment of the littoral or the coast, like we said.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, and it's more and more about the experience and not just the service. And yeah, it's a different. Yeah, I agree with you. Marisa, what do you think? We have spoken about like the how open Portugal is for people from outside. Thomas told us about that, and we have also talked about the how small we are, and it really helps. And we have gone by a lot of topics here. Why do you think that Portugal is a great place to start?
Okay, in my opinion, Portugal is the country with a lot of opportunities.
Yeah,
More and more about food and about gastronomy, because I think if you can call the second name to our country, is the second name is gastronomy, is our identity. In the history of Portugal, we can see that we are a discoveries. We discover a lot of tastes, a lot of identity about food, and when we travel in other countries, we can find a Portuguese restaurants almost all over the Europe. So this is a big brand. So Portugal, of course, is the country of opportunities about wines, about food, about innovation food, about innovation products that we combine food, wine, so drinks and food. We have a state and a government that take care of this kind of products. They are alert of this kind of products and they are open. And I can say that Portugal is a country of opportunities, not only about meat or fish, but all the food products and all the drinks. We have a really strong identity, and everyone like to taste new things and traditional food as well. Not only Portuguese people, but still people from outside of the Portugal. So, of course, I think the food, the gastronomy, it's a big brand and a big opportunity to start in Portugal, to
yeah,
continue, and to start to grow in Portugal. Almost of the countries in Europe, I think Portugal can be one of the top of the three best countries in the Europe that we can develop more food and more new products in
yeah.
the Europe.
No, I agree with you. You touched. Uh, I'm hearing a little bit of echo. Okay, it's fine now. I agree with you. We have all this gastronomy, all of these fantastic foods, and it's great to hear that because I totally agree. So you are all in this the food and the beverage industry, but and we all know that these have suffered these industries, the tourism, the restaurants, the wine industry, all of them have suffered a lot because of COVID, and we know that during these last months, almost everything changed because of COVID. But I would like to ask you, what do you think that will be how do you think that will be the future on these fields? What will be the next big innovations in the food and the food and the beverage industry, mainly related with the tourism. What do you think that will be the next big thing in the food and the restaurants industry? Maybe we can make the same order. Maybe Thomas can
Yep.
start and then.
Okay. All right. I think the next level will be more and more. We make vouchers. We we are working together with the wineries. The wineries send their wines and they make vouchers to bring the people to us. And yes, of course, also internet. We will make more shows in the internet. We will bring the kitchen home. Yeah. I have a new project now. We are 35 persons. They have the package at home. We send it at home, and then we are all together in the internet. I'm in my kitchen. I will show the people who make this food,
Yeah.
who to make it, and they make it at home. Yeah, we are all together, but it's in the internet. Yeah? Really, it's different. I think it will be a different way this year, and I think next year, when it slow down more, it will be growing slow. But I think we will be on the same level in a few years.
And what do you think? That's a question for all of you, but I
Yeah.
can make it now. Of all of these changes, what do you think that we will keep after COVID? Okay, let's imagine we
Yeah.
will have vaccines. COVID will go away. What will stay after that?
I don't hope the masks, but
No.
I think I think it will be many years with the mask now, and I
Yeah.
think also the in the restaurants our tables will be more affected from the other, and
Yeah.
I think it will be different, and it will be the same way now as we have now, and I hope 2 or 3 years, and then we lose these things, but
Yeah.
we all was learning with this COVID, because who was thinking about the table, or close the restaurants, no? Or these decisions we have now, and I make food in the internet for the people, and yes, we was learning all we was we it's a new way, no? And when you have ideas, I think it's a very good way to show the clients, no? Also with the good products. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Antonio, what do you think about this?
Well, I guess the deliver and takeaway come to stay. I
Yeah.
guess it's very, very important that we understand that this kind of product is going to be very important in the future, because people more and more want to stay at home. It's only one another way. Well, I guess exists different ways to stay in the business, um, like create some chef products to finish at home with a lot with a recipe with the product, and when you receive the product, you read the recipe and finish the dish at your home. Like Thomas said, chef at home. It's also another new product. It's not new, but I guess is more
It will be more
important
important.
right
Yeah.
now. Yes, because if we look for exclusive place, we also want exclusive service, and this is a kind of service. If you go to a rural tourism house, and you don't want cook, you need a chef, or you need a cook to make the meals for you. And this is, of course, also another way to stay in business. But I guess the most important part of the this kind of new opportunities. Maybe in the deliver, I guess, is the big part. Stay with big part of the cake, I guess.
Yeah. And Marisa, what do you think?
Okay, I'm agree with you both. Of course, the takeaway and the deliveries come to stay, and the digital world as well. So we need to reinvent ourselves, and the humans have the opportunity for adaptation, and we are across different kinds of routines. So I can't add more. I'm completely agree with the both.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I have actually you have touched here some interesting points about what we will keep and what we will not. But in a different approach, I would like to ask you this: you are all very experienced in this field, and you know a lot of the tourism sector and the food and the beverage industry here in Portugal. So, what do you think that we could have been doing in a different way, you know? Because I'm pretty sure there are things that we are not doing in a perfect way right now. I not don't mean because of COVID, but in general, I'm pretty sure that there are things that Portugal is not doing in a perfect way, and maybe international startups that have different approaches to the problems and have different kinds of different ways to do things could do better, you know? So what are the things in the tourism industry and the restaurants, the beverage industry that you think that we are not doing in Portugal in the perfect way and we could improve with these international startups that want to come here? Maybe Thomas, yeah.
Okay. Yes. First of all, I think the very big point is the regionality, and for me, I'm a green chef. I have all my products here in Tabuaso, and it is very nice to go to my neighbors and say, okay, the cabbage, you have the cabbage fresh, nah? And we don't must to go with the car. I go only. I am here with my bicycle today, nah? And this is a very important point. I'm green chef. I like this way to make it, and we have the best products, really good products here. They are not too nice because my carrots are not perfectly, nah? But
Yeah.
the carrots are very good in the
In flavor.
yeah, and the flavor, yes, and it's different, really. And when we have the tomatoes here, the Curaçao de Boy, this is the best tomato of the world, no? And
Yeah.
and I think this is what we will think more to have the wines from the region, not the region, only from. I have only wines from here from Tabuaso because we have many wineries here. It's enough for me. I don't need the wine from France here, no? And we think about it is a wine region, no? And the people come here to prove the wines from here. I don't need the wine from any kinds of the world, no? And we need to think about more regional.
Yeah.
I think it's very important in Portugal, and also the waste. We must to begin really think about the waste and plastics, and to make takeaway in. We don't have the companies here. I think it's a very good idea to bring a company here to Portugal with waste, with not waste, with what's the name? Package with
Yeah.
paper package, or I don't know what's the name of this. No?
Eco
But I,
package.
eco package, yes.
Yeah.
We will more think about these ways, I think.
Yeah.
But the
Sure,
rest,
sure.
I think it's good in Portugal. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and you know, in that case, if we have this opportunity, if there are any international entrepreneurs that have projects that
Yeah.
could help, you know, to put the inside regions in contact with the areas where we have more tourists, it could be really
Yeah.
nice. You know, it's a good opportunity for you to explore here in Portugal. For
The tourists like this way here. We are a small
yeah,
region and they like it. They are in my Casa dos Ruiz. I have only fresh one. The breakfast we have the fresh bread, and it's also from the. I go to the baker in the morning, and
yeah, sure.
I think this is to show the people what we are, and we are very good. Portugal is
Yeah.
very good in these products.
Yeah. So, okay. And what do you think, Antonio? What kind of
Well,
opportunities do you think that we?
well, like Marisa has said, we have a great brand in Portugal. Just me, it was a great brand. But I guess we don't sell the country as a one, and we need to sell the country as a one, not only Algarve, Lisboa, and Porto, but also the other regions. I guess it's the only way to that we can promote the country outside. Because if we have the best fish of the world, and every chefs around the world tell the same, we have the best wines, not all the wines, but some the best wines of the world, and we have a climate fantastic. We have a nice beach. We can pass the morning in the beach and the afternoon in the mountain because the the, the, the country is very very
Yeah.
not big
Okay.
and why we don't have a lot of success with the promotion of Portugal in the other countries. I guess it's because we don't sell the country as one, and one of the things that I guess we need to do is promote the region, the local economy, the local products, uh, everything that we have with fantastic, like a fantastic brand that we have,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I agree with you. We have like a really strong products and this really strong, strong products and with quality products in some regions. But I think that maybe we need some help from another startups to communicate this better to the world
Yes.
and to show the world that Portugal it's have a really nice products and it's really a nice place to come. It's a really interesting opportunity that you are sharing with us. Marisa, what do you think?
I think that Portugal it means quality of life, firstly, and the other characteristic that Portuguese have, as we know how to receive very well the tourists, and they are all of them they are a guest for us, and the Portuguese people came from the Latin people, and I think that we can be better when we share with international people. And international people need to visit our rural regions. So the cities outside of Lisbon, around Lisbon, and not all, even the north of Portugal and the other Portugal, not only Algarve and Porto and Lisbon. Portugal is so much beautiful, in my opinion, outside of Lisbon and the big cities. The tourists and entrepreneurs, international entrepreneurs, I recommend really to visit the Portugal, the traditional Portugal, the traditional
Yeah,
restaurants outside the big cities. They
yeah,
can visit and they can discover a green world with a lot of quality, with low prices, and a really taste food in our restaurants and in our eco parks. So I really recommend this, and I can say that I live 1 year in Warsaw, so in Poland, and I found Portuguese restaurants, and I discovered the country. I not stay only in the capital, and I discover other cities. And for me, the most beautiful cities in Poland It's not Warsaw. It's not only Krakow. It's the other cities,
Yeah.
the more small cities. And in that cities, we can feel what is the quality of life, which is the identity. And in case in Portugal,
Yeah.
it's the same. So we should visit our other cities. We can now we can have the example our chiefs that are here in this direct. They are from Guimarães cities and Tabuaço. So why not to visit Tabuaço and Guimarães? Why not? So this is
Yeah.
other cities in the north of Portugal that we can find quality of life, we can find tasty food, and they can find a really, really green life and eco life with
Yeah. Sure.
quality. And this is one of the best things that we can share in the world.
Sure. Now, I forgot before, but I would like also to add that, yeah, actually, I don't know if you agree with me, but Portugal is doing a really big effort to promote itself internationally, and Tourism Portugal it's doing a really great job in putting Portugal in the like promoting Portugal outside. And I think in the last few years we have done a really great job. Portugal is more known, but obviously I agree with you. It's like we have done a great job. Portugal it's more famous maybe than ever in outside like a tourist destination. But we are always welcome to we always want to bring entrepreneurs that can help us to share this message and can have
Of
a
course,
big can have a yeah can contribute to this to share even more the Portugal as a great tourist destination and a great place in order to eat, in order to drink. You know, I agree with you. I have some questions here. Some of them was already sent to us before the webinar started, because you know we have a lot of people that will listen and hear this webinar just after, because of time zone. You know, people in Singapore, people in Australia who only watch this in a few hours, but some of them have already sent me an email with some questions they wanted me to ask you. And one of them was if you think that the business owners, like the restaurants, small restaurant owners, small hotel owners, are, if they are prepared to receive international projects also, if they are, if they want to receive outside innovation, you know. I think that the question it was a little bit strange, but I think that what the entrepreneur was asking, it was if the community itself is open to outside innovation. What do you think about that? And Thomas, we can do the same order.
Okay.
Thomas,
Now I was thinking about yes.
yeah, sure,
I think the people are open,
yeah,
but let it down. It's not to the big businesses. I think we are open for good ideas, and not only good ideas. I think we are open also new ideas, and we are here about because I'm in my hotel. I have my ideas, but when a company is coming and say, okay, we will go together and we make this business now, and I will hear it. Yes, of course. And I think the people in Portugal are open to hear new ideas, and yes, we are open.
okay. What do you think, Antonio?
Well, I think the Portuguese people are very open to new projects and new ideas. In the last years, the Portuguese cuisine have some evolution, a lot of evolution, and very high. And because the Portuguese also learn with other countries, other cuisines, and other techniques, new equipments, new ways to how we see the new cuisine. So I guess it's very important that we can receive new ideas. For me, a day when I don't learn nothing is not a good day. So
Yeah, sure, I
I love
understand.
it.
What do you think, Marisa?
I think that we should be always open to multidisciplinary and multicultural. So when we share with different people from different countries, from different regions, all of us can learn more and to grow up much more. So of course, I'm agree, and I can say that I think the Portugal is an open country, and we can see that we can find stores from countries outside of the Europe. It's an example. We can find restaurants that sell food from other countries. So it's other example. If we have international challenge like Aceler Tech, it's the other example. So of course it's an opportunity. Of course Portugal is an open country.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I have another question here. It's more related about technology, and the question is, what is your opinion about technology in your work? Do you use digital technology in your restaurants? We talked a bit about the solutions like Uber Eats and all of that that allow people to that allow you to send to home. But how do you see this? How do you see if do you already use it? It's the first question, and the second question it's what other things do you see that maybe you will use in the future? Thomas.
Okay, I make it by myself because
Yeah.
we are a small town and we don't have Uber Eats here, and I make the delivery here with my car, and I
Yeah.
prepared to make it. I have many takeaway all the day, and I make it by myself. I think it's a very good idea because Antoni told us it will be the future. We don't will forget the takeaway. And I think it will be here many years now because we learned this year. But yes, the technique is very important also in the kitchen. My kitchen is more easier than from Antonio because Antonio is more high level and I'm very. It's a green kitchen. I'm a small restaurant and I make a very traditional food here in Teguaso. And but also this way I need. I have my technologies. Yes, I have with Facebook. I make it with Instagram. All days I make the pictures and I send it all over the world. Yes, I think it's
Yeah.
very important. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, Antonio, what do you?
Well, I don't use this kind of platforms because in this model that I have in the restaurant, uh, I don't use because we are in still developing some system to create some products for this kind of business. But we use, of course, another ways like communication in the social media,
Yeah,
etc.
yeah, sure. Marisa, you don't have a business itself, but do you want to
Yes.
share? Do you want to
My
share with
point of
us?
view is like a client, okay?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I see.
I'm just a client. But I can say that of course, I'm reserve my order. I use the direct contacts,
Yeah,
so like mobile phones from regional restaurants, and I think the good example that chiefs said was they can't use Uber and they can sell. They can use the social platforms like Facebook, Instagram, so they use technology, and the other way for to use technology and is I think that of course they use equipments, sophisticated equipments in that kitchens for to have a lot of products saved, like fridge, and of course they use technology for to help them, and they are using and not thinking that they are using. So I think that Portugal is already a technology country, and sometimes we can't remember which kind of technology we use, like Facebook for to sell, and we don't say. So I think that it's really important to say that technology is a big word,
Yeah.
and we can use a lot of things inside technology way.
Yeah.
And in my point of view, like clients, I think that we use a lot of technology.
Yeah, you
It's
know,
not we are not a country in third world. Of course, we use we, and sometimes I think that we use more than we said.
no, and you know, here at Acredita and Aceler Tech, we are in touch with a lot of entrepreneurs. Even like last week, I was a mentor in a university entrepreneurship program, and I heard a pitch from a team that was trying to create a machine that could allow the restaurants to put the waste inside, and
For
it would
example,
like you know it would make like the takeaway package in order to deliver for something like that. And there are these kind of things are appearing here in Portugal, and I think it's really great to have also international projects coming and bring their experience, because you know if we mix everything together we will be able to have an even more competitive tourism industry. I have one last question for you. Unfortunately, our time is coming to an end. Just if you could give one advice to an international entrepreneur that is coming to here, and you could just give him one advice, what advice it would be? You know, you have an opportunity here to talk with the guys that are starting projects right now, and probably will come to Portugal in a few months. What would be your advice for these guys, Thomas?
Okay, have time.
Okay.
Have time. Slowly. We are thinking about tomorrow. It's not the. We are not very hurry. We are slow, huh? But we make it with head. No.
Okay. Have time to make your business grow. Great advice. Antonio, what is your advice?
Well, I think you must look to Portugal as a friendly country, uh, and a country that have much to grow up. I guess is a while, is a little while right now in new projects, in new tech, in this kind of things. I guess is a very great opportunity.
Yeah, sure. Marisa, what will your advice be?
I think that when we want to grow up, we should see. So the best advice and the first is to visit Portugal and to see with your eyes. And
Okay.
second is you must challenge yourself. And the third and the last, think and to create objectives of life with love, of course.
Oh well, you know it was supposed to be just one, but you know everyone you got three for the price of one. It's it's a nice thing. Thank you, Marisa. Well,
Thank you.
and thank you all. It was a great session. You know, I think that you know, these sessions are always not as long as we would like, but you know, it was. I think that it was a great introduction to the food and the wine here in Portugal. I think it was enough. To make more people curious about us, and to show that Portugal are welcome to receive international projects on these industries. And yeah, it was great. Thanks again for sharing with us your experience. Thanks to everyone that is hearing us. You know, next week we will have another of these talks. You are more than welcome to join. Is every Wednesday at 4 p.m. GMT time. Okay, if you can't join us at this time, all of these sessions are being recorded, so you can check on our social network web pages. And once again, don't forget that the Aceler Tech is have the applications open. So if you have an idea that could help these restaurants, it could help the tourism industry or is in the tourism industry itself, just apply. You will have help for a lot of entrepreneurs, for a lot of mentors, and it's a good chance. It's a good way to start your business here in Portugal. Thanks a lot, everyone. See you next week, and keep happy. Thanks.
Bye.
See you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye bye.